Hello, this is News Reporter Jack reporting to you live from Harlem, New York, and today, as you know, we start the journey, and as I understand, this is going to be pretty fun, and we'll get a better understanding of just where we're going. Do you know where we're going? I see. What about you? Do you know where we're going? I guess we're going to find out. So, right now, there's a special guest that's visiting Calvin's home, and I also understand the special guest is there. So, let's find out where the journey begins. Learn your heritage. Did I say it right? I don't know. Let's find out. Well, hello, boys and girls. This is Professor Howard Beauregard. I'm back. Now, I'm trying to get these children out of here. Now, they want to go on a trip, a journey. Well, I'm going to send them someplace that they never will be heard from again, so we can stop all that church stuff, right? You guys like to sleep on Sunday and not go to church. Well, they're not going to go to church for a long time, and I'm here with the bad guy, and we have plans for them, and it's not good plans either. Yeah. Okay, Shaniqua, we're playing Madden football, and you beat me 100 times, but I'm going to beat you this time, for sure, okay? Watch out! Watch out! Ah! You scored a touchdown! It's not fair! It's not fair! Ah! Okay, Calvin, it's time to stop playing Madden 26 because Shaniqua's beaten you several times, and by now it has been proven that she's a better player than you are. So you can stop playing the game, and I want you to go and, I want you to go to the store for me later on. So yeah, you can take your cousin, Adelaray, and Shaniqua, and you can come back. I'm going to make a list up for you guys, and I want you to go to the store, okay? So, and remember, don't keep playing Madden football. You guys can stop right now. Oh, wow. Ah, what does Dad know? What does he know? Yeah. You know what? The first game, she beat me 40-0. And after 100 games, I've scored 6 points. So, that's good. I'm getting better. Whoa. Dad! What does he know? Oh, come on, Calvin. We have to go to the store. And Ephesians 6:1-3 tells us, children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor your father and mother, for this is the first commandment with a promise, so that it may go well with you and that you may enjoy long life on earth. To honor your parents, Mr. Calvin, means that you should respect them. And your father, see, in Africa we've been taught that your father is your ancestor. He's like your ancestor, okay? And he's the person who started your family. Your mother is the source of energy, or the source of everything. That's what it means from a Bible standpoint too. That your mother, that word means that she is the source. That's where you came from. She's the molder and manager of you. Yeah, hey, Uncle Jamal's coming over too. And we have to go to the store. So we better get ready. Oh, yeah, but guys, hey, the house just shook. That was probably Uncle Jamal knocking at the door.
Oh, hello everybody. I'm Uncle Jamal, and I'm here looking for Shaniqua. And you guys talked about Africa when I was coming in. I could tell you some things about that. Now, Africa, the word Africa actually means land without cold. That's what the Greeks called it. And it's a unique place. You know what? There's a strange guy hanging around outside. He looks like a professor or something. But I just wanted to let you guys know that. Hey, Calvin, and you have a question?
Yeah, I have a question. Look, now, my cousin Adela Ray's from Nigeria, and I understand things there, but why is it important that we know about Africa? I mean, I'm here in the United States, and it's a great place, and why should I know about Africa? I always wondered about that.
That's a very good question, Calvin, and I'm going to do my best to answer it. Now, in Africa, or you said you have a cousin from Nigeria, and that's Adela Ray, and you have a connection to someplace. That's very important, and I'm glad that you do. Now, people who are descendants of Africans call themselves African Americans, but it would be great if we all knew what specific country in Africa we came from, so we can honor them. Now, I want to let you know that Africa is a very unique place, and in Africa, they have religion, but they consider themselves to be spiritualists. And African spirituality is a way of life. It's beliefs that cannot be separated from one's personal external factors or outside of them. Instead, the two go hand in hand and influence a person's everyday behavior. This principle of behavior is known as holistic spirituality. Something wrong, Calvin?
Oh no, here we go again! A big lecture about Africa! Well, wait a minute. I've been to Nigeria. It's really nice. But why is it so important that we know about Africa?
Well, Calvin, it's important that we connect to our roots, where we come from, because if we can understand where we come from, we can also understand a better direction for us to go in the future. But just to get back to African spirituality, which is something that I wanted to talk about, just to let you know, African spirituality is a little bit different, but that's how Africans perceive everything. Now, you talked about the Bible, Ephesians 6, 1 through 3, and it talked about how you're to honor your mother and father. And just to let you know, honoring your mother and father and obeying them is something that's very important in Africa. So, that's what a lot of children do, is they honor their mother and father, and this is a part of where you came from, Calvin. And also, getting back to African spirituality, and I want to talk to you guys about that. Now, it doesn't lend itself exclusively to just some type of spiritual practice. Okay? It actually incorporates all phases of life. Yeah, that this belief is not separate from a person's culture, environment, and society. This spirituality even views sickness, like when you get sick, as a holistic imbalance. That's why it's holistic spirituality. However, it not only considers the factors inside of the body when you get sick, but also things that happen to you outside. And includes a person's social life. They believe in Africa that one's family members can also make you sick too. That's a little bit different. So, it's very important that when they begin to get healed, they consider how their ancestors healed each other. And African spirituality can also believe that they can incorporate other religions into their beliefs. So, because they don't see other religions as competition, they see these things as valuable components. That's why when Africans came to the United States, they were able to easily become Christians and understand Christianity because they incorporated that into their own belief system. So, that's very, very important. Now, you have a question, Shaniqua?
Yeah, I have a question. Now, I've never been to Africa. I know Adelare is from Africa. He's a really nice guy. Oh, I'm sorry. Adelare is from Nigeria. Africa is a continent, and Nigeria is a country in Africa. Hey, but Adelare is really nice, and what I wanted to know was, I want to go and visit Africa, but I want to know, are the people there friendly, all like Adelare?
Africa's like most other places. Some people are nice and some people aren't so nice. Now, I want to get back to African spirituality because there's some similarities. Now, there's 3 ways that people develop African spirituality, and that's this. They practice meditation. This is the first step because meditation increases a person's self-awareness, therefore allowing you to increase your focus. Fasting, and we hear a lot about that in the Bible too. This is a part of spiritual development. It means to abstain from foods and to develop one's emotional balance. Okay? And after fasting, people eat conscientious. That means they just don't gorge down a bunch of food. They eat reasonably, so it doesn't make them sick. It doesn't mean they stay away from meat, but they just reduce the amount of meat that they eat after a fast, and milk, and sugar. Ultimately, African spirituality is, one thing that's noteworthy about it, it's open to other religions. So that's something, and it's very flexible too. Now, I'm not telling you guys that you should be spiritualists in Africa. I'm just letting you know more about that culture and where you come from and how slaves were easily able to adapt to Christianity because they understood that their religious experience is not only a reflection of what's going on inside of them, but also outside of them too. So, and also African spirituality, you're taught about taking care of the land and the environment, so that's a big part of it. Now, I guess you guys are going to the store, right? Yeah, so let's get ready to go to the store. Well, hi, boys and girls. It's me, once again, Professor Beauregard Howard, and I'm waiting for them children and that no-good Uncle Jamal to come outside the house so I can put them in my special bag. Well, let me show it to you. Look. There it is. There it is. I'm going to put them inside here. Then I'm going to take them someplace where they won't have to go to church, where they can just grow up watching Madden football and watching TV and just doing other things. They won't learn about things in Sunday school no more, because Sunday will be a play day and no church. Don't you think that's great? Well, I'm waiting for them kids to come outside, and when I send them, they're not going to be going to church no more. I think it's nice. Oh, hello everybody. My name is Mr. Antonio, and I'm here at the school waiting for the children to come back to school. And as you know, today's Sunday, so, well, for us it's Sunday, but children will be back to school on Monday. And I believe the children have learned a little bit today about Africa. Why is it so important to learn about Africa? Because it's important to know your roots. Now, African spirituality, of course, doesn't really conflict with Christianity because there's some things that complement it. Now, I wouldn't say that you should be an African spiritualist. No, you should be a Christian, someone who follows Christ. And I'm not saying that Christianity is better than African spirituality. No, 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 no. But let's look at some similarities. Practicing meditation, prayer, that's what we do a lot of, and petitioning God. Fasting, we do a lot of that too in Christianity. And after fasting, what they were saying, what Uncle Jamal was saying was, we eat moderately. But I hope that the children have learned something about their heritage, and we'll have to find out next, we'll have to find out what Professor Beauregard Howard is doing. I'm not certain, but we'll find out. You guys have a great week.